Hello, live at whatever time you call this, just after 5. Hello. Ooh, I'm still not straight. All that messing about. Right, so let's see who we've got this evening. That camera's okay. Hello. Hello. Dearie me. I'm not even plugged in. How are we doing? Hi, Helen. Oh. Hey, Nikki. You're joining us tomorrow. I think we've got a busy old social tomorrow, which is lovely. Hi, Donnie. Have you changed your name? Hey, Katie. Oh, a bit late this evening. Don't ask why. It's about just spent a large amount of time looking for my phone. Hello, Annette. Hello, Alice. Hey, Kirsty. Mandy, hello. Oh, good. I'm glad it's arrived, Deb. Thank you very much, Danny. A very wet Lincolnshire. Yeah, and it is not nice weather, is it? It's grotty. Oh, very good. Making a gluten-free and what does DF mean, Battenberg cake? Hi, Carol. I'm looking forward to trying sampling the cake, Nick. Thanks, Annette. It's actually probably a size small now. This is a cocoa, Tilly and the Buttons cocoa. Hold on. Here's one I prepared earlier. Now this is this is from a few years ago now, so we don't stock this fabric anymore. But I made the size 4, which is about size 12. And now, if I was cutting it out now, I would cut out the 14. But it still goes on. It's a bit neat, but I like it, so I'm keeping it. Oh, dairy free, of course. Yeah, it's wet everywhere, isn't it? Storm Claudia, hey Suze. Yeah, it's lovely for this weather, and it is very comfortable. Just it's one of those that when you put it on in the morning, it can feel quite tight, and then as the day goes on, you kind of it must relax, must sort of soften up, and you feel all right with it. But this morning I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put up with this all day. Oh, so I will be honest, I come to you this evening without a plan. So if you want to see anything, please pop it in the comments now. Otherwise, we're just going to have to wing it. But sometimes the winging it lives turn out to be the best ones, don't they? But I didn't want to not pop in because we haven't really had anything new arriving in store this week. Other than, of course, launching our Antonia dress pre-orders, for which I've left the fabric samples upstairs. But I showed you them last week. So they're available for pre-order now. And the velvets and the leopard print denims are also on pre-order until Sunday. So that's kind of what we're running with right now. So nothing new has come in the meantime, except for some little bits and pieces have been arriving for the Sewist's Christmas treat. So they are going to hopefully be ready in the next week. And yeah, very excited. Oh, somebody just popped an order in. Can you see the black sequin? Yes, you can. You're in a cottage in windy, wet Wales. Oh, hi, Simon. Well, that sounds nice. So, are you on holiday? In fact, we can have a look at all of the sparkly things if you like. I think this would be appropriate, wouldn't it? Now then, Nikki, explain to us about the joys of sewing with this lovely sequin fabric. Can I give you any teasers on the Christmas gift ideas? I don't want to tease too much because I want it to still be a surprise if you want to order it as a surprise. So I'm going to look at it like, I'm going to list it in terms of there will be a description and there will be a price, but I'm not going to put any pictures of the contents unless you click on a specific link to see the contents. So a bit like Kylie and the Machine do that with their Advent calendar. If you don't want to see what the labels are and you want to keep it as a surprise, then you're not exposed to the pictures right away. So I'm going to do it like that, because if some of you do want somebody to ask for it as a gift, then, you know, it's a treat then, isn't it? And it's still a surprise. But I will say that there are things inside it which are elevated essentials for us sewists. So things that you will use all the time and regularly, but are really lovely. There is something edible in it. There is something drinkable in it. And the edible and drinkable items are from local producers. So we've got a very Lake District sort of feel to it. Some companies that I'm very excited to include because I absolutely love their vibe. So yeah, it's treaty and it's lovely. And I just thought, what would I want to unwrap? And I would take into account your suggestions as well. So I hope you love it just as much as I do. Thank you, Jack. That's very good of you. So as Nikki says, sewing with the sequins is not quite as traumatic as you might expect. These are a nice sort of 4 to 5 millimeter sequins, so you can go over them easily with no, there's no alcohol in it. I'm not licensed for that, Sarah. You can go over it easily with a regular sewing machine needle. Personally, I'd go a bit on the heavier side, sort of an 80 or a 90 needle. When I did mine, when I did a sequin dress, I fully dressed up in safety specs. Wasn't quite required. Yes, Nikki did hers in the summer and she wore sunglasses indoors and looked very cool doing it. But yeah, this is the gloss sequins. And as you can see, they're phenomenal. They look so much nicer than... I went in Tesco this week and it's the horrible sequin clothes season, isn't it? Like, you're going into shops and there's just racks of sequined things that are very cheap and nasty. And I don't mind holding myself to that opinion. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just, and I kind of went up the escalator in Tesco and thought, ooh, like, no, not good. Whereas these have a nice, these are nice and dense, actually. They're a nice dense sequin. So yeah, very glossy, very cool. I hope that helps answer your question, Annette. And then we'll have a look at some other sequiny bits and sparkles, because I know, I think Bev just asked to see some as well. Goggles. Imagine if I came in here and everybody was in like swimming goggles. After Nikki had sewn her sequin jacket, she made a beautiful lined sequin jacket for her daughter to go and see Taylor Swift. After she'd done that, the whole shop was like, we were finding them in the loo and everything. There was just sequins everywhere. Okay, what else have we got that is sparkly? Oh, now then. These always get a little bit confusing because the names on the fabrics are very similar. See, I told you the lives with no plan are the best lives. We go off in the most weird tangents and I'm here for it. This one is Glitter Flock Stretch Velvet. Just check where we're going. So, how to even begin to describe this? It's fabulous. So, are you seeing the sparkle? It kind of feels subtle. Up close, you see we've got a variety of shapes. I'm hoping that's kind of coming through on camera. Let me just try and hold this up a bit better. So, the multicoloured, like glittery pieces on this, and it is like a flocked velvet, but in vertical stripes. There are little stars in there somewhere. I don't know if I can capture one. There you go, there's one, look. A tiny little star stuck to it. So, very different. However, you probably would want to line this because, as you can see, in between the stripes is sheer. So it's on like a net. So, a lining required unless you're making maybe a top and you've got a nice bra to go underneath. That kind of thing. But yeah, that is so cool. And it has a really decent amount of stretch to it as well. I am going to be so sparkly after this, aren't I? So that's the Glitter Flock Stretch Velvet, and don't know if I stand back, are you going to get that shimmer there, or is it just too subtle to pick it up on the screen? It's hard to tell, but it's not too much. So it's a nice amount of sparkle, and they are lovely colours. You really don't need to do too much with a fabric like this. You just, no, it does. It's a one-off, Michelle. You know, it just sort of, it does the work for you. So something like a simple skirt. Susie B, do not make me make any comments about you and sheer dresses. I'm so sorry, Julie. She's done a beautiful job of cleaning the shop today. Oh, I'm laughing. It's all right, you can hoover it in the morning, don't worry. What an angel Julie is. I came down this afternoon and I said, do you think you could have a, oh my God, this is everywhere. I said, do you think you could have a dust? And she's like, I've already done it. Right, there's actually a loose piece in here, so that's handy to show you. Oh dear. Right, this one is exceptionally glittery. And this is Party Season Stretch Knit. And this is a very slinky stretch knit. As you can see, it's a little bit on the sheer side. We do have a nice knit lining that would work underneath this one. But again, if I lift that up, we've got sort of multicolours, very glitzy. And that's going to drape beautifully into whatever you make it into. Personally speaking, I used to have a lot like this, like a very sort of oversized batwing top that came into cuffs at the sleeves and at the waistband. And that just sort of paired with jeans and nice jewellery was lovely. So it doesn't have to be a full-on dress. Or I think Sarah's going to be sewing a skirt with this one. And, but yeah, a slip underneath or a bit of knit lining just to sort of give it a bit more coverage would be lovely. But you can see that's really sparkle, sparkle. So is the floor, and so am I. Apologies, Julie. I'm so sorry. Okay, what else have we got? We have got the Mulberry Sparkle Sequined Velour. Now this is, yeah, good old batwing top. Plus it covers everything, doesn't it? I used to love that top. This was literally, must have been about 15 years ago now. And, but you used to just pop it on with jeans and it would cover my tummy. Everything was in. It'd be like a little bit glam, but comfy. Can't go wrong. Nice pair of black skinny jeans and boots. Happy days. Okay, this is the one that was on, if you saw on socials last week, this is on Sharon's top, and she paired it with the Berry Soft Sweat to make a Drew sweatshirt. And it's absolutely fabulous. Look at that! Isn't it just joyful? Even I can see here that on the screens, this just looks phenomenal. And again, this is a knit, so good amount of stretch in there. Straightforward to sew with. We go. Annette made a t-shirt in it last year. It's lovely. There we are. I mean, you really don't need to go mad in terms of patterns. You can just go with something so simple, just straight up and down. I know when I did a sequin dress, I did the sew over it ultimate shift and with sleeves in. Absolutely gorgeous. And Sharon made me a hair bow with the offcuts, which I was wearing last week. So utterly beautiful, that one. We did notice as well that it pairs really well with the aubergine soft sweat, and there might be a little bit more of that going on the website tomorrow. We're just going to let everybody on the sweatshirt class that's in tomorrow get their first pics, and then we'll have some of that to share. Okay, finally, I think saving the best till last, because this is just seeing is believing with this fabric. Deer and Dust Rocco, yes. So this stuff is incredible. Can't can't find the tag on it to tell you exactly what it's called, but there is a velvet and sequins section on the website, so you'll find it in there. I think this might be Rainbow Sparkle, perhaps. So when I saw this from the supplier, no, Social Stitches is upstairs tomorrow. It came all reds, silvers. Trying to get it. Yeah, red, silver, and kind of oranges. So I thought this was like a flame kind of effect. I thought it looked like fire. I'm trying to get it. It looks amazing on the YouTube camera. But when you brush it the other way, these sections in the middle, I'm not showing this very well because it's quite big. I'll try and brush it for you. So we've got silver one way, and then when we brush it back, kind of goes into, can you see, it goes into pinks. Oops, that's the silver side, and then we've got kind of pinks and greens coming through there. So totally different. It is absolutely phenomenal, and it's really hefty and jingly. There was a lovely lady, I can't remember her name, she goes by Crafty Clyde on Instagram. She made a sequin mini out of this last year. Looks amazing. I will try and repost it if I can remember. Utterly gorgeous. But yeah, I love it. We've got quite a full show tomorrow. It's going to be a busy old day in the shop, which is lovely. And the Christmas lights go on tomorrow evening, so it's all going on. Okay, and that's it for sparkles, or at least the overtly sparkly fabrics. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else that's like sequiny, if you will. So I'm now covered in glitter. Do let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see this evening, or if you'd like another look at the velvets or the denims. We can easily have a look at those again. And yeah, it's, how is it halfway through November already? It's a little bit frightening. I don't know where time's going. It's like you lift your head up and it's just everything is Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. So I've been sewing a little dress today, actually. I think I'll just grab it. Come on, Mandy. So this is going to be going in the window. I don't have any Christmas themed polar fleece, but I have been looking at some, so I might get some. I know the suppliers were sending some out this week. So this is just like a little dress that I've been making for the shop window. It's going to be like a little ice skatery theme. I'm just trying to see if I've got a petticoat at home that's going to really poof that full skirt, circle skirt out. I haven't hemmed the sleeves actually. But so what I've done here is I've used the Tilly and the Buttons Freya and chopped it at the waist, and then just you know when you go and do, like, if you Google circle skirt calculator, I've drawn a circle skirt and cut a full skirt, the skirkle skirt. Oh my goodness me, I have cut a full circle skirt for the bottom. Got what I can have. I've got a petticoat. But I kind of wish I'd done like a half circle. I think it might be a little bit too full to be skatery, but it just needs poofing. So we're going to have fun with that. Lovely Suze has loaned us some ice skates for the window. We're in the process of trying to find a lovely wooden sledge. Got some lovely ideas for it this year, so yeah, it's going to be nice. But yeah, bits of velvet everywhere, and this marabou trim, I've had this in a drawer for a long time. I don't actually sell it because the quality of it is very touch and go, so it's not a sort of reliable thing, but I've had a bag of it put by since I've been on the market. So so yeah, I've just been hand sewing this around the bottom this afternoon, just tacking it on, and it's very cute. But I don't know whether to add maybe some sparkly maybe some snowflakes or some diamantes to the bodice, I think, just to lift it a little bit, maybe around the neck. I'm going to have a little look tonight at ideas about what we could just heat press onto this. But this is the this is the royal blue stretch velvet, and there are a couple of meters of it left here. So so if you do want some of that, I'm not even saying that out loud, Sarah. So that's pretty much ready for the window, and then we've got to get all of our Christmas decorations down and get trimmed up. Yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing this week, and there you go, trying to sort of get festive ready. Sparkly snowflakes, yeah, I think so. No, I tried that, Michelle, and it doesn't look nice. It's there. Nah. I actually don't think I can touch any more of those feathers. They're giving me massive sensory issues. So, do you want to know a confession? That in my haste to cut this out, she doesn't have a head to put a hat on, Susie, I'm sorry. I cut the back in the wrong direction. So after I sent everybody a lovely email this week all about nap and being careful to cut your velvet in the right direction, who cut the back the wrong way? Now, this is a perfect example of why the nap makes a difference. So you can see the colour difference here is quite different to that on the skirt. And I was so careful to cut the skirt pieces the right way. But yeah, there we go. The front looks fine, so that's all right. That's the only bit you're going to see in the window. So let that be a lesson to double check the direction of your pattern pieces. But I have actually sewn with this one before. I made my daughter a dress a couple of years ago out of this velvet. And I put her some little sparkly snowflake motifs on it, just iron-on ones. And you like the colour. Yeah, it's a design feature. It was deliberate. And it looked so pretty, so I just think like maybe something coming away from the neck here would be gorgeous. So we'll do a bit of Googling tonight and see what we can come up with. Well, I'm probably going to have to head off and hoover the floor in a moment. Oh, dear me. If there's anything else you'd like to see, please let me know within the next 30 seconds. Otherwise, we will call that done for one evening. I hope you can see this dress on YouTube. Otherwise, I will be in trouble. There's the bottom. It's very cute. I would imagine if I wore it, it would be quite short. Through her shoulders. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not much shorter than this one. There you go. What's for tea? I'm having steak again this evening, actually, because I went for a blood test this week because I've just been feeling not quite myself, and it turns out, although not deficient, I have very low iron, so right on the bottom end of normal. Iron and B12 were at the no, Julie, I'll do it before I go. So iron and B12 were very low. I'm on a massive overshare now. So I've been to go and get some supplements, and yeah, I'm going to start sort of taking some iron supplements. So I think steak and chips is well in order, and a glass of red wine, because that's obviously going to boost my iron levels further. So there we go. Well, very much looking forward to seeing some lovely faces in here tomorrow, to sampling Nikki's lemon cake. Let's see if she's a rival for Susie's baking. Stout, yes, maybe she get on the Guinness. Yep, and please do check out the pre-orders if you want to get our beautiful cotton velvets, leopard print denims, or a kit to make the Antonia dress. I am going to be making mine in red, I have decided, ready for Christmas Day, the shorter version. Consider this your warning. I do not want an email after they've gone out saying, "Are you getting any more?" Get it pre-ordered. If you want it, get it pre-ordered. I am warning you. So, thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for bearing with me with this slightly impromptu live. And I will see you next week. Take care, happy sewing, and take care in this awful weather. Bye-bye.